7 things that I would like to do differently when I have my next baby. So the first thing that I would like to do is less bottle feeding. With John, if you watch my other videos, you know that I had a lot of complications with my labor and delivery, and then even after that, like the postpartum period, the first 2 weeks were really rough. I was in and out of the hospital, and because of that, like they put me on morphine a lot and stuff. I was out of it, so I wasn't able to nurse for a lot of the time. So my mom had to feed John the bottle, and because of that, there was like a lot of nipple confusion happening, and also John wouldn't nurse. He latched on, but it was a really bad latch, and then he would just keep unlatching and things like that, and just because of that, I was in a lot of pain, and we were forced to give him the bottle. And then because we were forced to give him the bottle, that kind of just made him have the bottle all the time, and then eventually he stopped nursing, and then I had to exclusively pump and all that. So with my next baby, I want to just strictly breastfeed no matter what for the first, I would say, month at least, to establish like nursing, and then I can give him the bottle, you know, as well as breastfeeding, as well as nursing, because then they won't, you know, have nipple confusion. The next thing is that I would like to do less baby holding, and I know that sounds bad, so before you jump on it, I'll explain. With John, we would do, like, we have such a big family, and thank you, sweetheart, and because of that, everybody was holding him. Like, there was never a time when he's put down. And the only reason why I'm holding him right now is because I don't want him knocking over the tripod. But yeah, like he's just never put down, and he always expects to be held now. And it is really hard for me when I'm trying to get school or cleaning or anything done, and he just wants to be picked up because he's just used to the attention. I don't want to say that he's spoiled, but it's just he always wants to be held. So with the next baby, I want to maybe have less people holding him, less visitors, you know, things like that, or her, and that way, you know, they can learn to be on their own a little bit more. A little more independent. The third thing is I want to do more cuddle time and skin to skin. With John, I pretty much did skin to skin only for the first week of his life, and then I kind of just stopped. And the biggest reason was because I was in so much pain. He had torn my abdominal muscle here, and he fractured a rib. That carrying him, even nursing, but carrying him was so painful that I really didn't do much skin to skin and all that kind of stuff. And then we kind of just stopped doing it, and then eventually when I was in the, you know, ready to do it with him again, he didn't want to cuddle or do any skin to skin. And another thing was that he didn't sleep with us. I had him in his bassinet, but it was beside the bed because I'm a really violent sleeper. I move a lot and stuff like that. I didn't want to hurt him. So we put him in the bassinet, so he never really had much cuddle time. And now I feel like when I try to hug him or kiss him or something, he just pushes me away. He doesn't like to be smothered at all, so it's kind of sad. And with the next baby, I'm hoping that I can, you know, establish a better relationship and like more skin to skin and cuddle time, so that they're used to that, and then I can kiss them without them pushing me away. The fourth thing is that I want to start pumping in the hospital early to increase milk. With John, I didn't start pumping until like 2 or 3 weeks after I gave birth, to try and increase my milk, and then by then it was too late because of his awful nursing habits. That if you watch my other videos, you know that I had such a low milk supply. I didn't have enough milk for him, and my supply just kept dropping, and then I eventually just had to stop pumping. But yeah, so the next baby, I want to start pumping early in the hospital because that will establish and increase my milk supply so early, and I'm hoping that will give me much better time with nursing, you know, the next time around than I had with John. And I'll have a lot more milk in the freezer too, so I don't have to give him as much formula. With my next baby, I do plan to, you know, completely nurse, but when I am out of the house, I want to, you know, I don't mind giving the baby formula. I don't think it's like awful or anything. Okay, so the fifth thing is that I want to create a baby book. I didn't with John, like, you know, for his first milestones and, you know, how much he weighed when he was a baby and stuff like that. I didn't really create anything like that, and I really wish I did now, because there was a lot of things that I didn't document, and now I'm not going to have them. And I know I did film a lot and, you know, make videos on YouTube and stuff like that, but I really just wanted to keep a baby book. But I didn't have one, so I didn't be like, oh, I have one, so let's just write things in it. But with the next baby, my plan is to buy one so that I'm forced to, you know, write things in it and just really keep track of, you know, the things that they do and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And the sixth thing is that I want to start buying in bulk to save money. I didn't do this until about like 2 months ago. I didn't really think about it. But I could have saved hundreds and hundreds of dollars, especially on his formula and diapers and wet wipes. You're so squirmy. But I didn't, because I didn't really think of it. But next baby, like I said, I'm planning to nurse, but I still will try and buy, you know, the formula if I do use it a little bit, and his diapers or her diapers and the wet wipes and all that in bulk, because from Costco, because you save so much money in the long run. The last thing is that I want to take more videos and pictures in the hospital. With John, my husband didn't film much at all. He was always by my side. I was in a ton of pain, and he was just there really focused on me. And then when the baby came out and all that, we took a couple pictures, but we actually have a lot of pictures, but not really many videos. And a lot of the important moments, like when they first put John on my chest, we didn't have on video, like a picture or a video of it, because my husband didn't have the camera in his hand. He was, holding my hand through it all, and then didn't really think about getting the camera, and neither did I. That was the last thing on my mind. So with the next baby, we're hoping to just, film more and all that kind of stuff, so that we have all of that documented. Anyway, so those are the 7 things that I plan to do differently with my next baby. If you have anything you're planning to do differently, then just comment below and share it with me. I'd love to know. But yeah, that is about it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. We will talk to you in our next video. Bye!